Hi guys, I wanted to do another quick video, and this one is because the first one was really good for me. I've sort of been thinking up my business, changing some things around, and before I get into this one will just be a shortened version of the first one, and I've got some different content in here that I wanted to tell you in the first one, and it sort of went on so long, so I want to make sure that you get the three main things that the coaching will give you here. And also in this video I'm going to tell you who you need to be so I can help you, and that's where a lot of my thinking's been going. Firstly, before I get into it, thank you ever so much for all your response. I got a really good response to the video and the letter, and it was truly, it truly wasn't a marketing thing. I truly wrote that letter to the person reading it, and I know this sounds weird, but to the person reading it that I can help the most. That's what I've been having a think about, and that's not to say that I can't, it's the only people I can help. I've been thinking mainly, as I said in the first video, the level of support that it takes me, my time divided between so many people. I'm thinking up my business and I don't want to do that anymore because it's not helpful to you if you're waiting on support emails, and if I have lots of courses and you're sort of lacking direction, it's not fair on you. And for myself, I genuinely want to help as many people as I can, but I've been having a good hard think about who I can help, and I'm going to go through that now so you actually get who I can help and who I'm absolutely 100% positive in myself that I can help and get results for. Again, that doesn't mean that I can't get you results if you don't meet this criteria specifically, but it means that we're a really good fit, and I think you should consider the coaching because you're going to absolutely love it if you reach this criteria. But I'll go through it because I don't want to make the video too long, because the first one was really long. I want to tell you three things that you'll get from the coaching, and this goes to the side of or in partnership of why I decided to do the coaching, because of these three things. So I believe there's three things that you need to have a successful Amazon affiliate business, and in fact you could use this with ClickBank as well. The three things are planning. A lot of people don't do it. We will be spending the very first sessions definitely going into planning, building you a unique plan for yourself. The reason you need a plan is without one, you are sort of floating in the sea of internet marketing and not really knowing where you're going. There is not that much emphasis put on a plan, and it's because it's all out there. It's sort of like, oh well, can a plan really help? Until you know what you're doing and what your goals are and how much money you want to make and how it's possible. That's really important. I'll get onto that in just a minute. That's a big reason that people don't build a plan, is because they don't really think they can achieve it. They're just looking for that first sale. So they go for the first sale and they don't get it, and then they get sort of further down the horrible tunnel of going around the cycle and buying up $7, $100, whatever, Warrior special offers, round and round. Again, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying what is bad is if you're looking to build a real business and you've just bought stuff and you're just going round and round. It's not bad if you're enjoying it, but if you're feeling burnt out and so on, it's definitely bad. You need to do this. You need to build a plan, and this is basically, we go into the coaching. I will have printouts. I will have a whole session going into this specifically, how to build a plan for yourself, how many sites you will need to build to reach your goals. It's specific to you. Some people, to reach their goals, will only need to build one or two. Some people with big goals will need to do more and learn more and become more. I know that's simple, but we'll be going in it, and I truly believe that will make a huge difference. I've got my notes here, that's why I keep looking down. But so how much money you're going to make, how fast you can do it, build a realistic plan, and how fast, and set a date for the completion, how many hours a day you'll have to work. If you're setting goals of, I want to make $10,000 a week, good on you. But you will have to work many hours a day to do that. You just will. I was going to qualify it. I was actually going to say, if this happens and if that, you're going to have to work many hours a day. If you're just looking to replace a job income, like a normal income, you know what I mean, $500, $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week, the normal sort of income, you can do it quicker, but you're still going to have to put hours in. I've got the criteria here that I've written out, but that's what we're going to do. Planning. We go right into a plan and build you a personal plan so you can take action on that plan, know how much you have to do, what you're doing each day. That's a huge part. So you're not spending, most people aren't working on their businesses every day. They're not knowing what they're doing, and that's the honest truth. I get like it myself sometimes. You need to go back, have a good plan, know exactly what you're doing when you get up, and be working on that plan. We will then go into the second phase. So once we plan and once we've got your goals and once we've got how much you want to make, we're going to the building. Now the building is a huge area, and that's why the coaching is 6 weeks long. And this is the thing I want to focus on in this short video. We will go into the niches and how to build them and how to set up like WordPress and how to rank and SEO and the best niches and whether you should go seasonal or whether you should go high-end products or whether you should go for best selling and all the different price points and the pros and cons of each. We'll cover all of that, everything that you need, free themes, paid themes, the theme I'm using in 2016, how to get fast results, linking strategies, all of that stuff we're going to go into, as well as traffic and so on. But the main thing you'll get without me listing everything is this. And this is a great pitfall for people looking to make money online. When you come up against problems, which you will, i.e. you've built a site, you've only got a few sales on that site, what do you do then? If you don't know, it's a problem. So this course will give you, literally, you will know everything to do no matter what situation you find yourself in. If you set up the site, it's starting to make good sales, you will know how to expand on it because we're going to cover it. If you set up your site and it's not making good sales, I show you exactly how to go into the site, not give up on it, but how to make it make sales quickly, whether it's the click-through rate or the ranking. And we have it all set up so everything will, with the plan that we've actually built, you will know how many sites you're working on, what you have to do, and exactly how to set them up with the stats so you can see where people are coming from, and you'll have a real business, you'll have a structure. Most people don't have a structure. But I hope I'm making that clear so you know every step of the way what to do, and you can see the money come in and you can build on the sites, and we're going to be covering everything. And then this is another huge part. The video's already gone on longer than I wanted it to because I want to give you a quick overview, but I'll just say this. The next thing we're going to do is your business model. A lot of people don't know their business model. Like, are you just going to build site after site? Or are you going to flip the sites on Flipper? Or are you going for the authority site model? What are the pros and cons of each? Are you going to go for a hybrid of the two on free and do a little bit of both? They're all fine. But depending on the goals we set in the first few sessions, I will suggest a business model to you that will facilitate that and make it the quickest possible. So you literally get it coaching on how to flip the sites on Flipper and actually make money. I showed a site on here, you can check it out. Site with 12 pages selling for, I think it sold for $3,000, $4,000. That's 12 pages of content. You can make money online, but you need to put the work in, you need a plan, and you need to know what to do every step of the way. And the reason I'm doing this is because I will have people that are going to work at it. I'll give you the criteria now. And rather than sort of releasing course after course, and it breaks my heart, I put a lot of, and this isn't a thing, I know, like, I'm not saying this in a bad way. I spend a lot of time, a lot of hours in front of the computer creating these courses, and I know that if you take action on them, they work. But I don't see as many people as I like taking action, and that's just a given, that's just life, that's just things get in the way. But with this coaching group, I'm really excited about it. I've had a great response. I'd love you to be with me. This is the sort of criteria, if you will. You don't have to have everything on this list ticked off, but this will really help you. So the people I'm looking for that I can genuinely help build a business in 6 weeks. You will need to know how to install WordPress. You don't need to be a WordPress whiz. You just need to know how to set up domains and hosting, simply. I can provide help on this but we won't be covering it in the coaching. If you can't install WordPress and you don't know your host from your domain and you've never done it before, I suggest checking out some of my free stuff. The coaching's probably not for you at the minute. So you're going to need to know how to install WordPress. I recommend, this is a recommendation, I recommend you, right as we go through and we go through your goals in the actual building stage, I recommend you write the content yourself. You don't have to, but the reason I've put that as a criteria is because if you're looking to just outsource the content, it's just something I put in there. I want you to get results as quickly, and this is the thing I want you to picture in your mind. If you're chomping at the bit, Chris, I want a business, I will work really hard for this. I want a business, I want results, I want money to come in. They're the people I want in the coaching. If you're looking to just outsource everything and not do any work, this isn't for you. You need to be, and this is almost the same thing here, you need to be prepared and motivated for a learning curve. There will be a learning curve in this. It's not going to be complicated. I'm going to break it all down in the coaching. But you need to be able to learn and implement. In my experience with my clients, part of the other reason I'm doing this, I know the video is going on a bit, but part of the other reason I'm doing this is because I'm willing to bet you watching the video now, unless you're a complete newbie, you know the stuff. You know roughly what to do, how to set up a site and so on. So I don't want you just using this as an education and learning the stuff. We need to implement it. You need to be willing to implement, follow the plan that we're going to build, actually work hard at it. If you're genuinely looking to make money, which requires hard work, no push button systems, I've said it plenty of times with me, they don't work. They don't work, that's the truth. Business is hard work. You have to put some hours in front of the computer. You don't need 12-hour days. You don't need 14-hour days. But a good hour at the very least, if I'm honest, 2 hours a day is what you're going to need, 3 hours a day to build a business or more, depending on how quick you want it. If you've got less than an hour a day to do this stuff, it's not for you. It's not. I can't tell someone how to build a business from scratch if they've only got less than an hour to work at it. You're going to have to be prepared to work. It will help if you already have Amazon sites out there and you're lacking a plan. If that's you, you're going to absolutely love the coaching. If you haven't built a site yet, that doesn't mean it's not for you, because we will obviously be going through everything step by step. But it's going to help if you've taken action and actually got to that point. The other notes I've got here is prepared to follow a simple plan. It's not going to be hard, the plan. You have to follow it though, the dedication required. Hard work mixed with dedication, which means, or here's an easy way, hard work mixed with the discipline. Work at it every day, bang, 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 every day. I'm not meaning that you have to be in a workhouse or anything like that, or like slave labour. And this is to build a business. If you're not prepared to work at it every day, if you've got less than an hour a day to work at it, it's not going to work for you. And I truly hope you find something that you can do that makes you real money online in less than an hour. I've never found anything. I work 12-hour days, most days. I'm not saying you have to go as crazy as that, but you will need to work. And I've also got here, prepared to build yourself a realistic plan to follow. You can, when we get into the planning stages, it's going to be really fun. And you can build the plan that will suit you, but you have to be prepared to follow it. You have to be prepared to add content to the site. And I've got here, I've just sort of said it, and have 1 to 2 hours a day for this. You have to know how to add links. We will be covering this, okay? But again, if you're sort of thinking, I'm not sure how to add a link in, I'm not sure how to add a page on WordPress, it sort of goes into knowing. If you don't know how to do that stuff, I would recommend checking out on YouTube how to use WordPress before you do anything else. You can use it for many other things than Amazon. If you really don't know how to use WordPress and you're a complete beginner, it's not for you, the coaching, because I want to take people. This is so rather than me give you a criteria of who I don't want, I'll tell you who you need to be. If you know the basics, I'm not saying you have to be a whiz kid at this stuff, but if you know the basics, know how to set up a site, know how to get the hosting, set WordPress up, basic use with WordPress, prepared to work hard, want a plan, and genuinely work at it, and want to build a real online business with my personal time and everything you need. There will be more about this coaching, but I'm just doing the early bird pricing, and I will have full lists and so on, but it's basically this. Planning, and then every single step of the way, no matter what's happening with your sites, you know what to do to make money. If you're looking for a real business and you're prepared to make that happen, you will absolutely love this coaching. Sorry, the video's gone on a bit long, but I'd love to have you with the coaching. If that sounds like something you want help with, if you sound like a good fit, this is where I'm going. This is the direction I'm going, and I'm really, really excited. Literally, the spaces went pretty quickly. I've moved the spaces. I was going to do 5 spaces, and they went really, really quick. So I've put it up to 10, and that's the most that I'm going to take on, because I don't want it being a big group. Hundreds of people. There are a few spots left. If you want a spot, email me to cljpublishing@gmail.com. I've put the email underneath this video as well if you're interested. And early bird spot. So the other reason I'm doing this is to offer early bird pricing, because price is always a thing. The price for this will be $899 for 6 weeks coaching, which is, for a business, for a real business, it's, you can, like that site that sold on Flipper with 12 pages for $3,000. That's one site. I'm showing you how to build. Once you've been through this coaching, you can build a business and have it making a lot more than $900. But I'm giving you an early bird price. If you're sort of thinking, well, I want to get in, I'm offering 60% off as an early bird spot. That takes the price down to $539.40. But I'm knocking the 40 cents off, as I said in the other video, because it's silly, like 40 cents. So it'd be, the fees are $539 for a 6 week coaching course that will give you literally a go-to course. It's the only Amazon affiliate course you will need. If you meet the criteria, or you're pretty close to it, any questions, let me know, and I will give you my honest opinion. But if you're looking for help with this stuff, if you're looking to stop jumping around from thing to thing, and you're ready to grab 2016 by the horns and actually build a business quickly that makes money with work involved, then this is for you, and I'd love to work with you. And that's the honest truth. We'd be a really, really good fit, and I can tell you, if you meet the criteria and you like the sound of it, I can tell you how to build a business in 6 weeks and get set up and start seeing money come in. And every step of the way, you'll know exactly what to do. So I'd love to hear from you. If you're interested, send me an email to cljpublishing@gmail.com. Okay, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.